Hi everybody, this is Craig. I'm with Triatomic Fuel Cells, where we turn water into fuel, H2O, turn into hydrogen and oxygen. We use electromagnetic fields, electricity, to turn water into gas, hydrogen and oxygen, which is an extremely powerful fuel, and it has some very unique characteristics. Thermal reactiveness and thermodynamics that are unlike any other fuel in the world, and we're going to show you and teach you a little bit about it. Thank you very much, and please stay tuned for some very interesting information. That's the very first cell we ever assembled. We just wanted to put it on film to show you what comes off that water if you know how to do it. Water, it's fuel. Let's go fire up an engine. What we're going to do is we're going to turn on a cutting torch, normally a cutting and welding torch. This is a hydrogen cutting torch that makes its energy using electricity and water. The water is the fuel, electricity is the processor. I'm going to turn this bad boy on right here. There we go. This, my friends, is a water-powered engine. The only one I know of in Texas, possibly the world. Oh. The backfire lit it up. Triatomic water engine. My baby. It's running. Wow. Burn the wood. Hydrogen technology, people. Things that you can do if you know how. And we know how. Triatomic fuel cells. Craig Westbrook. Everybody. One of the very interesting things about HHO fuel is its reactiveness. It seems to have a different thermal characteristic depending on the material it goes up against. And I've told people many times, you can take the same torch and run the flame across your skin and it will not burn. Very similar to a candle. I mean, it can be burnt, but it won't burn you instantly. I'm going to go ahead and light this thing up. You see this flame? My hand's intact. Put it near the wood and watch what happens. I can feel the heat all the way over here. That's how much reactiveness is to this flame. That is HHO. Very interesting fuel, nothing else like it. Hydrogen, oxygen, rounds gas, that's what we're all about. Now as y'all can see, it's turning. Let's see what we can do. is moving now. And this is only with 20 psi. It can definitely be more when we get more pressure, but this is just a start to show you what's possible. This guy's running off of 12 volts. DC, nothing special. I went to Ohio to see the Stanley Myers estate. Stanley Myers, as some of you may know, is considered the father of the water fuel cell. He was very famous back in the late 90s and late 80s. He went to Congress with his water-powered dune buggy, something that's seen across the internet. We went and contacted the owners of the estate to talk to them about acquiring the estate and seeing what could be done with the technology. And we had a very interesting conversation with them, and they're very good people, but we didn't come to terms, but we did get a chance to look over some of the equipment and to actually hold and handle some of the original equipment, things that are seen across the internet now. It was just a very thrilling experience, and I really enjoyed it. And some of the stuff that was never shown to the public, including diagrams, schematics, and tech sheets that have never been released. It's rather unfortunate the circumstances of his death. Water is the most abundant substance on Earth. There's no shortage of it. And water has some very unique characteristics when it's turned into gas. Water compresses at 1,856 to 1. So if you have 1 gallon of water, you have 1,856 gallons of gas. That is the most compressed fuel in the world. When you see water, you're looking at fuel. And there's another potential use for it. When it's separated, it can be separated into a hydrogen gas. And if you know how, with electromagnetic fields, you can turn the hydrogen into plasma. Plasma that is magnetic. If you have a magnetic gas that's lighter than air, you've basically got free energy. Because if you take this gas and put it in a tube, like a hula hoop or a donut, it starts circulating like this. If you wrap that tube with copper, coils, aluminum, or anything like that, it will induce electricity. And that's something a lot of people don't know, that the potential is there for endless amounts of free energy. I'm Craig Westbrook, and I'm with Triatomic Fuel Cells. Hey, this is Craig with Triatomic Fuel Cells. I wanted to show you all part of our company security system. This is Big Mac. And Big Mac's about 115 pounds, and he's a full-blooded, big-headed pit bull. And anybody comes around here that's not supposed to be, they get to deal with Mac. And Mac doesn't have a shut-off switch if he gets going on. So if you upset Mac, you're in trouble. But Mac loves me. Give me a kiss. I love my doggy. Hello everybody, my name is Craig Westbrook. I want to show you something that's very interesting. This is a regular magnet. It's called a rare earth magnet. It's very, very strong. This is an aluminum tube. Magnet doesn't attach to the tube. You drop that, see how fast it falls? Watch what happens. What's going on? Magnetic fields. Watch again. Drop beside it, see how fast it falls? 32 feet per second. Let me show you what's happening. What you're seeing is the force of magnetic fields going against aluminum, which is a diamagnetic material. Something that a lot of people don't talk about. Diamagnetism is anti-magnetism. That's when your magnetic fields are interacting with a substance that does not want to cooperate, and it's dragging. And there's another interesting thing that's happening here. See that? That's part of our camera stand. It's attaching to it. Is this aluminum is inducing electricity. That's an induction field made by diamagnetic material alloys in magnetism. Really, really strong magnetic fields. Why is this important? In school, science and physics, they teach us that everything is about gravity and there's no way to defeat gravity. Well, there is. And it leads to interesting fields such as anti-gravity or weightlessness. This just goes to show that in the right situation or the right physical design of materials can allow things that aren't necessarily accepted by science, they're known by only a handful of people, and we're trying to get it out to the public. There's a whole lot of things that can be done. It's just is not known.